Welcome. Dr. Stephen Hobbs here from the Wealth Movement, sharing a tip about co-creating the well-living workplace. Something that I have learned very early on in working with others was the following phrase or tagline. Many people call it different kinds of things, but I've kept it with me ever since, and it keeps making more sense and more sense and more sense as I go forward. And I think it's time to share it with you pertaining to co-creating the well-living workplace. And the phrase is, when you listen, you learn. Where you share, you educate. So I'm just going to deal with it backwards. There's a really important piece around educating others. And in a manager-leader role in co-creating the well-living workplace, there is a lot to be said about educating, just as there is for the employee, the vendors, the contractors being able to educate each other, educate the managers and leaders, just as the executive educating managers and leaders educating the executive. So education is an important element of co-creating the well-living workplace. The interesting thing is it's where you share your information, your insights. Now, I'll just give a really great example. Another lesson that I learned is that if you're on one side of your desk and a person's on the other side of the desk, then there's a desk between you. You get that. What would happen if you changed the where? You came out from behind the desk and sat at another table where you were together. That's what I mean about where. Where are you going to educate about the well-living workplace, to educate about the tips, tools, and techniques necessary to move everyone through co-creation? So where and educating is an important combination. Equally is this notion of learning and how we learn, and learning how to learn is an important element of co-creation. And we sometimes take it for granted that, oh yeah, we're learning, so whatever I say to you or educate you is you're going to learn it. That's the case, because remember, where you educate influences the learning, because what it does is it influences the listening. And listening is such a vital element to what it is that we do in our workplaces. To be able to listen responsively, to be able to respond to the listening, not to come across as, well, I already know what you're going, I already know what the answer is, so I'll just start sharing it with you. That's not really the case, because often it's about really listening is such a critical element to co-creating the well-living workplace. To listen to the words that people are sharing, the feelings that are going along with those words. Because if you go back again to well-living workplace, it's a place of work where people live and work well together. And to be well together is to be able to listen, is to be able to educate where it's best for everyone, to be able to listen so that you can learn. Now, again, this is an item that is part of the chapter of an online course that is available at wealthmovement.com/organizational-health. And remember, wealth, WELLTH. So wealthmovement.com/organizational-health. So with that, thanks very much. Again, I think it's worth repeating. When you listen, you learn. Where you share, you educate. Take care.